I promised myself I was done bringing on new rare teas for the year. But then one of our farms introduced us to this style, and it just kind of happened. Just sort of fell into my order with this farmer and fell onto the boat and made its way across the sea from the farm in China and just fell off here at Seattle and ended up in my hands. I don't know what happened. So while we typically see the Dragon Ball style employed for sheng pu'ers designed to brew and open up over, 30, 40 infusions, this one is a white tea. It is a jasmine scented white tea with jasmine flowers pressed in. Very unusual. This is a rare specimen. The scenting itself is extremely delicate, so this is not going to be an in-your-face perfumey jasmine tea, but the delicate, floral, sunshiny, buttery notes of the Baimudan style white tea that it uses as a base for this blend complement that delicate jasmine aroma and allow the jasmine to be subtle without being completely overshadowed by the leaf itself. They complement beautifully. While this style is typically enjoyed brewed in a gaiwan, so you can get those 30 to 40 infusions as you typically do with the sheng, this one I did a little experimentation and I don't actually prefer it brewed in a gaiwan. This one is for all y'all that love the blooming teas. What you want to do with this, friend, is drop it right on into your glass teapot. In my case, I'm using this gorgeous glass pitcher. And then I'm going to recommend a brewing temperature of 165 to 170 Fahrenheit, not too hot. And it holds up beautifully without going bitter, so it can just sit there and just open up and evolve. I did experiment with this one in a gaiwan. I did a full gong fu run of it, and I found that even 5 or 6 infusions deep, I was still having to do an awful lot of work to get very much flavor out of it. This is not one that wants a lot of light brewing rounds. This is one that wants to sit and keep that warm water on it and be given the opportunity to bloom and take its time releasing its flavor and aroma. So while this is not one that I would do with those quick round, more social gong fu gaiwan approach, this is one that I would do as a meditation tea. Just sit and let it open up while I breathe or do some art or go for a walk or something like that, then come back to it and sink into it when it's ready for me. I would use this as a meditation tea. I would use this as a writing tea, right? You sit and write a chapter and then you come back to it and it's ready to treat you. Now I can already see it's only been a couple of minutes, but this is opening up really nicely. It doesn't take a terribly long time to show off its aroma and its flavor if it's given the right brewing conditions, like any tea, right? This one I don't recommend gong fu style, as I've said, but gosh, very quickly, we're getting a lot of really gorgeous kind of champagne-y color. The leaf itself is really taking its time to open up. It's still a fairly tightly clustered ball in there. It hasn't really given up too much. The aroma is subtle, it's beautiful, it's elegant. Again, this is not a boldly scented jasmine tea. It's very subtle. So for those of you that really enjoy a little light breeze of jasmine aroma, but you don't really like the full perfume jasmine tea kick to the face, this is a very happy medium for you. I'm in love with this color. The visual appearance is stunning. I'm actually just going to leave this one grandpa style. I don't even know that I'm going to use a strainer. There's a bit of small particulate from the flower and from the leaf, but it's not that much. I might really enjoy the texture of it in the cup. Grab myself one of my favorite flowery little cups for this new favorite flowery little tea. Let's give some to Lonely Boy. Yes, this tea pet's name is a Gossip Girl reference. Just gorgeous. Again, the jasmine is very present, but it kind of binds and mutually uplifts with the Baimudan style white tea, so neither is overwhelming the other. They're kind of in this magical summery dance in the cup together. And this is a tea that I could drink all day. Just keep on putting more warm water, not too hot. You don't want to scald it, but it won't go bitter on you either. If you brew it in 165 to 170 Fahrenheit and let it just sit and do its thing, it won't run bitter and it won't scald. You can treat this one like any of your long steeping leaf, so long as you're keeping it cool enough. It doesn't really get fussed. Another elegant one that honestly you could do all day or even for multiple days running. So this one's now listed on the website. It's in our storefront in Seattle, so you can share this one. I think this one would suit really well for like a lovely outdoor tea gathering in the gorgeous glass pots. You can just let it sit and bloom. It's a more ethical approach to the classic blooming tea concept, right? Rather than the high labor input for low pay hand stitching of those blooming teas. This one is machine rolled in large batches. They have a relatively low labor input, high quality output. So I really like this better than the blooming teas that you see. But this one, I feel like it pushes the same buttons of satisfaction as a consumer without contributing to the unethical labor practices of the blooming tea industry. Have you ever had a white tea in Dragon Ball format? Follow-up question, have you ever had a white jasmine tea? Let me know if you try this one out because I'm really curious to hear your thoughts about it. Happy sipping, tea hearts. Love you.